The day Obiageli's daughter was born, no drumbeat sounded in the Okonkwo compound. She lay on the thin mat, sweaty and trembling, baby pressed to her chest, and listened. Outside, she heard nothing. No ululation, no women rushing in with hot water and celebration. Just the ordinary sounds of a compound that had already decided this birth did not matter. Mama Emeka came 3 days later. She stood at the doorway, looked at the baby the way a farmer looks at a poor harvest, and said quietly, almost gently, "We will try again for a real child." Then she left. That night, Obiageli breastfed her daughter in the dark and wept without sound because in that compound, even her tears were not safe. She had married Emeka with her whole heart. Her mother had warned her, stood in their small kitchen in the village, stirring egusi, and said without looking up, "Nna ya dihimma, ya ga dimma." Obiageli had laughed it off. Emeka was kind. Emeka was gentle. Emeka loved her. What she did not understand then was that Emeka had loved his mother longer. Mama Emeka did not shout. She did not beat. She used something sharper: silence, tradition, and patience. She would greet every woman in the compound by name each morning and walk past Obiageli as though she were a oku oji, a kola nut tree, useful only when needed. When Obiageli cooked, Mama Emeka would taste, hiss softly, and say to no one, "Emeka, you are growing thin." When Obiageli spoke at family gatherings, Mama Emeka would begin a separate conversation, louder, pulling every ear away. When Obiageli fell sick with typhoid and lay burning on the mat, Emeka drove his mother to Eke Market to buy fabric. It was old Mama Chibuzo, the oldest woman in the compound, skin like ancient bark, who first came to her quietly. "You are not the first," she said, sitting beside Obiageli without invitation, cracking groundnuts slowly. "There was one before you who left, one who stopped speaking, and one," she paused, looked toward the old room at the back of the compound. "They said she fell ill." She said nothing more, but Obiageli understood. The breaking came at Igbanku, when Mama Emeka looked at Obiageli's 3-year-old daughter and said in front of the gathered Omuna, "This child belongs to this compound, not to her mother's people." Something in Obiageli went quiet, not broken, quiet. She stood slowly, wrapper tied firm, eyes dry, and she spoke. Every cold morning, every unanswered cry, every night Emeka chose his mother's voice over her wife's tears. The compound went still like harmattan. Even Emeka could not look up.